Separation, separation, separation. Something that we hear all the time on TV. But actually, are we too focused about it on the downswing? Actually, we don't think about the whole picture. Okay guys, this is Sunday Swings. Welcome to a brand new video. I do hope you've all had a fantastic weekend, and if you have had a good weekend, let's have a look at where you played and what scores you've all been shooting. Let's put it on there below, so I'd love to know exactly how you've been playing. You guys are part of this channel, so first and foremost, let's see how you've all been playing. Hopefully, some of these tips have really been helping you improve. So we're talking separation. Our second winner on this week's Sunday Swings of the free swing analysis is Greg. So he said to me, Alex, I would really love some drills to work on separation of the downswing. I really feel unsure getting those fat and thin shots. So we can see here, as he takes his club away, his hips and his upper body all move at the same rate. Now, anytime you move at the same rate, all our body is moving behind the golf ball. And if you move at the same rate on the way back, you're pretty much going to probably move at the same rate on the way through. Now, I actually think he gives himself a bit of a disservice here. I think he actually moves better than he thinks he does on the way through. But let's talk about how we can separate better through the backswing, which gives us a better chance of separating better on the way through. So stick around for the whole video, because you're going to want to hear what I say in the second part. This is the chair drill, and yeah, not the one you watched in the first video, which I'll leave a link to at the end, a different one, not one you've seen before. So if we think about this, throughout the swing, the analogy that I use, can the upper half be chased by the lower? Then can the upper half chase the lower on the way back? If everything's moving together, it's going to be very hard to create that analogy. And if you set it up the way in the backswing, it's going to be very, very hard to create that on the downswing. It's all predominantly going to move together, which I know most people will struggle with, but that's fine. And if you're a senior golfer watching this, or someone with a lack of mobility, do stick to this video, because this will help you as well. So one-handed drill, I'd ideally like you to grab an alignment stick and place it across your chest. Place the club in your lead hand and do this with driver. I really think this has got great benefits with driver. Can we start the swing now by feeling as though our hips stay pointed towards the golf ball, but our upper half starts the swing? So look at this now. If my upper half has led the way, the club head is outside my hands, but also I've started to create separation. That is a big key word. If I can train this as a key feeling, I've started to create separation. So if we got rid of this alignment stick now, and we felt out on the golf course as the first stage to learning this, that we had a few waggles, just literally feeling separation. Waggle it, okay, move it, hit it. And just do it in a slow rhythm to start with. It doesn't all have to be done at a fast speed. And you think about it this way, we're all constantly working on our game, and I think we all got to realise that it is a constant thing to keep working on our game, and these are things that you've got to take to the golf course and be flexible to. So the first point is, you've got to create separation through the backswing, and this is done through that takeaway. Can we initiate the swing with the upper half, really feeling as though the upper half and the shoulders create the movement, the hips stay static, we collect the hips to the top. Let's move on to the second bit, the separation on the downswing. Cast your mind back to the start of the video. I said the upper half wants to be chased by the lower on the way back, and the upper wants to chase the lower on the way down. So our trigger for the downswing has got to be a little bit more lower half orientated. So we've had upper half on the way back. This is the lower half orientated, and this came from actually a lesson this week. I want you to start with just the arms across the chest to begin with, feeling as though you create the first move. Arm back on, turn it. I want you to feel on the downswing now, you can get the feeling of hooking the alignment stick back on itself around the chair, whilst the shoulders stay parallel towards target line. Now, in reality, that's never going to happen. That's the feeling. And again, I'll reiterate this. If you're someone who struggles with their lack of ability, do this to the best of your ability. So it's the best of your ability. If you can improve this by 1%, a lot of us would really improve. If we could improve this by 5%, we'd improve no end. If you think the top players in the world are looking to improve by 1% most years, and that's the difference of being in the top 10 in the world and not. So again, arms across the chest, bring the left arm out, start it, turn it to the top, hook it round it, bring it through. So I'm really trying to feel as though at impact, I've hooked the alignment stick around the bench. And again, this is probably something you could do at home, or even hit a few shots dibbing now. So if I had the golf ball out in front of me, I'd probably make a few practice swings to begin with, hook it round it, turn it through. So the feeling that I get, and this is what I want you to try and search for as well, is that the hips have moved and are being chased, and actually the stretch between my upper and lower is so big, it actually gets to a point like an elastic band. It's stretched, it's stretched, it's stretched, until you let go, boom, it comes through. So that is exactly what I want you to feel. Stretch the elastic band, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, go. So imagine there's an elastic band attached on this alignment stick to your right shoulder. It's got so big now, it just pulls you through. That's exactly the feeling we're looking for. And I love that analogy, because that could be a golf bag on the golf course. That could be absolutely anything which gives us that feeling. So we have a few reps now. Feel that stretch, feel that stretch. It brings me through. Picture the shot, hit the shot. Don't forget, you want to know how you can win Sunday swings as well. Oh. And you know when you get that feeling, or you look at all good players, everybody says to good players, it looks like the club head gets in the way of the ball, but for me, it's that feeling of the elastic band being stretched, boom, it's let go. Now, do you want to be a winner on Sunday swings? Thank you so much for watching the whole video, guys, and I really do appreciate you sticking around for the whole video. And this is the thing you all been waiting for, wanting, maybe you wanted it as well. How do you win? Well, number one, you've got to comment down below, #PickMe. Number two, you've got to be a subscriber. Join this team, join this family. And the final thing is, make sure you've turned that bell notification on as well. Thank you for joining me on Sunday Swings. See you tomorrow for Miracle Monday.